Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of my record collection. Today we're going to be discussing records that I have taken from my parents' collection because I really liked them, or records from the 70s and 80s that I really like and that I have found in record stores that I've decided to buy and show you guys. So the first album I have that I'm going to show you guys today was originally my mum's, and it is Chic Greatest Hits. Pretty straightforward, it's just a greatest hits album. It's got their best songs, The Freak, Everybody Dance, I Want Your Love, Good Times. I don't play this a lot, but when I'm feeling in the mood for something a bit more 70s, a bit more disco, a bit more funk, this is a great album to play. Also, if I was ever at hosting a party, I feel like this would be a good one to play in the background as well. Chic is great. I think, who doesn't like Chic? I remember when they played at Glastonbury a few years ago, I saw it on TV, and I don't listen to Chic a lot, but I had a lot of fun watching that, and I have a lot of fun listening to this. So it's just a great album, and it sounds fantastic despite being, 40 years old? Yep, 1979, 40 years old. The next album I want to show you guys is, I believe it's either my mum's or my dad's, I can't remember exactly, but it's just a 1980s hits compilation from 1980 to 1984, so it's the early 80s. It's got a lot of singers, a lot of stuff. What I like is that in the gatefold, it tells you exactly where the song originally came from, which is very nice, and just gives you a lot of information about the artists. I'll be honest, I don't listen to many of the songs on this album. I took it because I really wanted Ghostbusters. I really wanted to listen to Ghostbusters on vinyl. But I think I definitely need to listen to this properly because it's got Careless Whisper, Purple Rain, Smooth Operator. It's just got typical 80s, and I think if I ever had an 80s party, or if I was in the right 80s mood, this would be a good thing to listen to. And yeah, it's just like a nice little artifact of back then, how people 30 years ago used to listen to the top 40. If it wasn't on the radio, they would have it on something like this, or on their Walkman or something. And I just think it's like a nice little relic from the 80s. I like it a lot. Next album I want to show you is my mum's. And I'll be honest, I only took this because I love the main track, the main single from this album. Here we go. It's Wild Cherry. Pretty explanatory. I love the album cover, I just think it's so cool. And I just love Play That Funky Music, which is the main track on this album. I haven't had the chance to listen to the rest of the album, but at some point I'll definitely give that a go. I love reading reviews on the album from the time. It's just really interesting because Play That Funky Music is a classic now. At least I think it is. I hear it quite a lot whenever 70s is referenced, or in films, or it just happens to be on a ride or something. It's great. And I just like the review. By picking Wild Cherry, you've purchased a sound that is destined to become synonymous with dance. It's called electrified funk. It's guaranteed to move your soul and your souls. I just love it. I think it's just a lot of fun. The next 3 albums are all by the same person, and I was very happy when I found this in my mum's collection a few months ago. And I absolutely love the layout. I think the layout was my favourite thing about this album. Can't even get it in. Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, from 1979, and this is a 1979 pressing. I never used to like this album. I used to prefer Bad when I was a kid, but as I've gotten older, this has definitely overtaken Bad, and maybe even Thriller. I just love his disco sound. I love Off the Wall, I love Burn This Disco Out, and I love Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Great tracks. This sounds amazing on my record player. I think this is the best sounding old vinyl on my record player. And I just love it. I love the lyrics and the gatefold. It's just such a good album. I play it sometimes when I'm just tidying my room or when I'm just in the mood for it, and it's a feel-good album. I really like this album, and it's such a great debut album. I know Michael had singles and like maybe an album or two before whilst he was still with the Jacksons, but as like a proper solo debut album, like fully officially beginning the start of his solo career, this is fantastic. The next album is the only LP I have that is not of my parents but is still from the time that it came out, and that is Michael Jackson Thriller. And I got this a few months ago in Spitalfields Market for £10, and you know, I think this has only been played once or twice because this sounds absolutely fantastic. There's no marks on it or anything, it just sounds amazing. Thriller is obviously an iconic album. My favourite tracks are Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean and PYT, and I'm just so happy that I found this and got it for such a good price. And it's just such an iconic album to have. I think it's like a must own for anyone really. And yeah, I'm just really happy that I found it. We do have Thriller at home because I found the this in a sleeve in my mum's record box, but we've lost the rest of the records, so don't know where that went. But yeah, and the final record I have to show you guys is from my mum's collection, Bad. Yeah, I was very happy when I found this because this used to be my favourite Michael Jackson album. The only thing that annoys me, and it's still the same with like if you bought a new Bad vinyl today, it doesn't include Leave Me Alone, which is because Leave Me Alone is a bonus track, but Leave Me Alone is probably my favourite track from the album, so it's just a bit of a shame. But oh well. My other tracks I really like is Speed Demon, Bad, Liberian Girl, Dirty Diana. I mean, everything's good on this really. But yeah, this sounds amazing. Bad does get caught on a bit of a loop, but you know, for a 30-year-old vinyl, it's fine. I'm not too fussed. The rest of the track is fine, the rest of the album is fine, and I think again, must own, and I'm just really happy that it's mine now. I'm just really happy that it was passed down to me, and if my children or whoever are interested in collecting LPs, I can pass it down to them. I just like the idea of my parents once loving these records and then passing them down to me. I just think it's sweet, and it makes these records more sentimental and personal and just a lot more special. Anyway, so that's all I've got for part 2. Part 3 is going to be me just showing you all my Beatles records that I've got, because I thought I'm going to ramble on, so I might as well save that for a whole other video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.